hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jay's Allotment Diary. I'm Jay and this is my garden. It is now Tuesday the 28th of December. I hope you all had a good Christmas and all the best for the new year. As you can see guys, I'm standing inside of my greenhouse. I have got the roof sorted now, which I'm really pleased with. This is the plastic what I managed to salvage off the pony tunnel. So plenty of light's going to get in here, side of here now. It's not double layered up and out like that, it's spot on, so I'm really pleased with it. It's been pouring down the rain all day today, so I'm in here now and it's nice and dry, can't see any drips and out like that, so I'm really pleased with it. I will let you have a little look outside, how I've done it on the outside as well. But yeah, we need to get this roof sorted out because obviously all the bad weather's kicking in, the snow and the rain and the winds, and it's just going to destroy it even more if I didn't get it sorted. So I came up yesterday, it was nice and mild, was no rain, the ground and all that were wet, but we didn't have any rain and out like that, so no wind and out like that, so I took the opportunity and jumped straight on it and got it done. Give it a good clean up inside here now, so I'm really pleased with it. I just got to let everything just dry out. I'm going to tackle a couple more jobs a day. It is soaking wet around the garden, so it's not that I can do, but I'm going to go through all the old pots that are outside and start getting the stuff chopped back inside of the old pots, and also get them all emptied and stuff like that, and get the old compost inside of the compost bins, do a little bit of a clean up. But first things first guys, since I'm inside of the greenhouse, I'm going to tackle a couple of jobs and I'm going to show you a couple of things. So it's a little bit early at the moment for your onion sets, but I managed to pick some up, and I got some more of the stir on, I believe these are. So I got some stir on onion sets there, and also I got some more onion sets which are called table. So there's some more onion sets there. Like I say guys, a little bit early for these. I'm not planting these out anytime soon, because what will happen is they're just bolt. They're thinking that they're going through a frost, and then they just start bolting. So you've got to wait till it gets a little bit warm. They do take a little bit of a frost and stuff like that, but you've got to watch if you do them too early because they will end up bolting. So ideally I'll probably do these round about the same time as I start putting the potatoes out, which I believe is round about Easter time. So round about that time, that's when I start putting them out. But like I say, if you do them too early, there's a chance that they will bolt. So I'm going to hold off. So I've got two different kinds here. So what I'm going to do with these here guys is one pack's going to be going down to the other garden, and one pack's going to be staying up at this garden. These are going to be just sitting in a nice cool dry place, a frost free place, so they're not going to rotten out like that. I'll probably take them out of these bags a little bit and spread them about so the air can get around them and stuff, but we'll see. As long as they're just in a place where the frost can't get them and out like that, where it's not too warm where they're going to start rotting and things like that, they should be absolutely fine. So there we go guys, got them sorted. Charlotte potatoes, right? Absolutely love Charlotte potatoes. Since I got the garden, I've been growing them, and they're fantastic. They never let us down. You get a good crop from them, and I really like them. And a nice a new potato. So I'm going to stick with these here this year. I might do another variety. I think my dad's going to do a variety of the Redskins, Desiree's. So we'll see. So what I'm going to do with these is, the plan, because they're a nice size potato, and as you can see the chits are starting to come in there, I'm just going to just chop the potato in half, and then I've got a box here, so I've gone and lined this box out, and I'm just going to sit them inside this box. And same again guys, these are going into a cool place where it's not, where it's no risk of getting them hit with any frost or out like that, just out of the way and forgot about, and hopefully they should just chip away nicely. And I'll see how many I got, and I'll probably half of what I got get out of them. I'll take half down to their garden and I'll leave half up here. Like I say guys, I probably will do another variety of potato, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet because I've got plenty of room down the other garden. So that's what we're going to do with them. We're just going to get them chopped in half and stick them inside of that box and put them into place where they can just sit and just forget about it, and just keep an eye and see if any chits start coming on them. Last year when I grew them, we didn't do any mounds or nothing like that. We didn't mound them up. We just dug the hole, hired the fertiliser in, hired the potato in, and they would go happy days. And they were perfect, absolutely perfect. So I probably want to do the same again. I'm not going to start mounting them up and stuff like that, snap me back. Don't need to. I got more than enough the last year, well this year, sorry. So I was pleased with them. So that's how I'm going to do it this year. Same as at the other garden north, just going to dig a little hole and just drop them in with some fertiliser. But we'll go for all that the other time. Also guys, what we'll do is, round about Boxing Day, we'll start setting some onions off, onion seeds if you want to, and also some leeks as well. When I first got the garden, I remember I got it in February. I set the leeks away more or less in February when I got the garden, and just sat inside of the potting shed, and they turned out fantastic. So you've got plenty of time. So what I'm going to do is, I got some Elsa Craigs, so I'm going to do half of these, right, and I'm going to leave them inside of here, and another half I'm going to take down home, and I'm going to do them down home and leave them on the windowsill. I got some leeks here, the Musselburgh leeks, and what I'm going to do is with them is I'm going to do half of them, leave half up here, and take another half down to home and do them at home and leave them on the windowsill again. And also I got some more as well there. And then the reason I got 2 packs for is because I want to have a load of them, because I want to take some down to the other garden as well. So same again for these guys. So what I'm going to do with these is half the pack of the seed in a pot, left up here, the other half stays at home. We'll see how they get on, we can compare them and stuff like that, and like I say, we'll see how they get on. If they fail on us and stuff because the temperatures are too cold or whatever, what I do is I just get some more seed and set some more seed away. Simple as that. 75 pence, can't go wrong. And 50 pence, can't go wrong. So mess around with them and see how we get on. I'm going to do that today. I'm just going to use some seeds and cutting Westland, Gauchois compost. That's all I'm going to use. That should help them germinate, and hopefully it's nice and fine, because what I've been noticing is a lot of compost what you get, they're all mixed up with loads of stuff in them twigs and stuff like that, bark and loads of weird stuff. So hopefully that should help, because the last thing you want is loads of bark and stones and stuff like that in your compost when you're trying to get them to germinate, because they've got to get through all the hard and rough stuff, if that makes any sense to you guys. So you know, it's best to have fine compost for setting seeds away. I need to practice that, because I don't always do that. I just hide the compost in, but I'm learning that, because you don't get 100% germination. Just so many just come up what I can get through all the stuff. So bear that in mind. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these potatoes chopped. I'll give you a quick little look and see how these are, how they look, and then what I do is we'll start getting some of these seeds set away. Okay, so I'm just going to start setting up. Okay. Right guys, so managed to get my bucket filled up. So as you can see, hopefully it is nice and fine. It's little bits in it. You could sieve it if you want to sieve it, but I think that's all right. I'll just crumble it in. It looks like it's got a little bit of sand in, silver sand. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, happy days. So a couple of things. Some people, when they're doing the leeks and the onions, use like rose pots, stuff like this, which is a good idea, because what happens is you set your seed away, you put them in them pots, you forget about them, they've got loads of room for the roots and stuff like that, for all the root systems. And then once they get like pencil thick, around about May, June, you start pulling them out and you plant them straight out directly into the ground. If it was around about February time, maybe I probably would do that, because hopefully it'll be warming up a little bit better then, but it's going to be really cold inside of here, so all that compost where the seeds are just sitting, it's just not going to be right for them. So me personally, because the reason why I say that for is because I have tried that, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these pots here and I'm just going to put them inside of these pots. I'm going to just let them be till they start coming through, till they all pop through, and then when they go to the crook stage I'm going to wait till they straighten up, and then wait till they start getting some true leaves to come on. Then I will go empty this pot. The roots probably not filled the whole pot. I want to empty this pot and I'm going to transfer them straight in the multi-cells like this. So I'm just going to drop them in there. But yeah, it's not a lot of room for the roots to go in there, but I'm not really bothered because I'm going to chop some of the roots if they're too long, and also I'm going to nip the top of your flags or your flutes off, the leaves off your leeks or your onions. I'm going to chop them off, so they're only going to be about that big, hopefully, by the time I transplant them inside of here. I'm going to let them get established in there so they've got a nice big root system, so it becomes like a plug plant, and then from there I'll put them straight into the ground. That's the plan. Like I say guys, using these rose pots here, you know, they're all good. It is, you know, sometimes they work. It just depends when you do it. If I'd done these now and sat them there, they'll just sit there, and some of them will just end up rotting away due to the cold and stuff like that, because the water's going to sit and linger in here. So by the time I water this, all the water's going to go down to the bottom and all that sort of stuff. So it's not really for me, that one. So I'm going to do it, but just in a smaller pot. And like I say guys, once these eventually come through, we'll pull these out and we'll transfer them straight into them multi-cells. So all I'm going to do is just fill this pot up, compress it down a little bit, not too much. So I've got a water bottle here. The water's sat in here. I always keep water sitting around, and I keep them inside the sheds or in the potting shed out like that. I couldn't keep them out in here, I couldn't have the roof on. And that's just to keep the water not freezing cold. So I'm just going to just pre-soak this by using this water sprayer. Like I say, you don't want to do too much water because the water will sit and linger. I'll just use the back of another pot just to compress it down. So we'll do the outside crakes first. So all I'm going to do is, like I say guys, is I'm just going to do half pack of these seeds, and then another half I just do at home, because the timings are going to be different because it's more warmer up at home than it is down here. So the ones at home are definitely going to come through before. But what I found is, because I have done this before, when they're up at home, they're used to that warm and all, like, you know, like cozy and laggy and things like that, you know. And then when you bring them down to the garden, they get hit a little bit and they're like, whoa, you know, they don't like it. Where when they're down here, when they come from like the cold and they're just used to it, they're more green, they're more solid, they've got a better root system and stuff. So it is definitely a difference in the plant. Same as when I was doing the tomatoes, I would do the tomatoes up at home on the windowsill, and then I bring them down, they're dead laggy and they're lovely and warm, and the leaves are not as green, you know, the pale. And I would set some down here and just leave them in the greenhouse. And what I found was the ones that were left in the greenhouse over the winter and stuff, the colder weathers, were a lot greener, a lot better, a lot smaller. They weren't as big. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that's what I'm going to be doing with tomatoes. I will just be setting them away down here and just leaving them. But I'm in no rush of doing any tomatoes just yet, because like I say, they like the warmth and stuff. and they're all right. They're quick. If you get them at the right time, they grow pretty quick. So all I've gone and done there is just broadcast some seed across, and then just sprinkle a little bit of the compost on the top. And I'll just tap it down a little bit, and I'm not going to put any more water on top of that. I'm just going to let that sit on top of there, because the water underneath will soak into that, and that should be more than enough. So all I've got to do now, guys, is put a little tag on that, and they just sit in the corner over there, make a space over there, and just let them be. And we'll just see what comes from them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the rest of them done, and then we'll start getting these potatoes chopped up, and show you how they're going to look. Okay. Right guys, here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through these Charlotte potatoes, and I'm just going to cut them in half. Just like so. And then I'm just going to place them in that box. Okay guys, so I'm going to crack on with that, and then what I'll do is I'll take the camera off the tripod, and I'll give you a little look of the stuff that we've just done. Okay. So then guys, they are the leeks and the onions. They're just going to sit there and see what happens with them. And these here guys are the potatoes, the Charlotte, what I just chopped. So they're going to sit inside of the pot and shed, out the way and forgot about. So there we go. Happy days guys. Right, and guys, so there you have it. That is the cover there over the roof of the greenhouse, and like I say there, it's all sealed up and it's spot on. It's been raining all day, and no water's getting in, so I'm really pleased with that. And it's decent plastic, like I say guys, because it's off your pony tunnel, so that should last a while. So happy days, nothing's lost. Right guys, I just quickly popped it in the pot and shed just to check on these leeks. These leeks have been down the garden now for a few days, and they seem to be doing okay. These were underneath my grow light, and I was a little bit worried about them because obviously the temperatures have changed from home to here. So just thought I'd check on them. They seem to be okay. Like I say, I haven't been watering them because the soil is moist enough and the water will just be lingering around. They are quite long a little bit, but I'm not really worried about that at this moment in time because the buttons will nick back. So these are pot leek and these are an exhibition leek. And these are your own saved leek, off your own saved leek head. I managed to take the grass from them guys, so there we go. Just a quick update. Seem to be doing all right. Like I say, I got some fleece inside of here just to keep the cold off them as best as I can. But yeah, whether you please, this is the first time I've done this, so we will see. So there we go guys, just a quick update on these leeks. Right, and guys, so there you have it. Going to call it a day now because time is getting on, but I'm pleased with what I've done today. Like I say, this roof here is spot on. No water's been getting in. It's been raining all day. I'm really pleased with it. It's got loads of lights coming through now. It's been put on properly, so it's well secure, so hopefully it's not going to go nowhere. It's not going to tear now like that because it's decent plastic, like I say guys. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So everything in here is ready to go now for next year. So I'm going to start setting some seed away. Spot on, absolutely spot on. Even got a little paraffin heater there if I want to put a paraffin heater on. But at this moment in time, don't really need it. Everything's spot on. So really pleased with it. The Charlotte potatoes, they're sitting inside of the potting shed now, inside of that box. So just going to let them be, just forget about them, and hopefully they'll start chitting away, and we'll have some nice seed potatoes to plant out. Like I say guys, got two gardens, so some will be going up to their garden and some will stay down here. I am going to do another variety of potato, but I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, so I'm just going to hold off at that at this moment of time. As you see in there, we've got some leeks set away, and also we've got some onions. So we've got some leeks and onions set away. Plenty of time guys for your leeks and onions. People do them different ways. People set them away at different times. It just depends really. It's like I say, it's plenty of time. I'm just doing it because I want to compare them between here and home. and also I want to have plenty of them as well, so I can split them between the two gardens. So I'm just going to be setting seed away all the time, and hopefully I get some nice plants for up at this garden and also down at the other garden as well. So I'll keep you all updated on that. Down the other garden's looking really good. Well, it's getting there. We're just starting to put the borders in now, so I have to take this down and just have a little look, but the weather's been absolutely horrendous, so it's been quite hard. But down at the other plot, what we're going to do is the big ground what I've been turning over, I'm starting to put pathways in them now, so I'm starting to break the ground up because it's too big to keep on turning over into the work. So I'm going to be putting some paths and stuff like that in. As soon as the weather gets a little bit better, I will take this down and let you have a quick little look, because I've got some big plants down there. Like I say, guys, I've got some giant cabbages, red cabbages, and the green cabbages. I've got giant Swedes on its way. I've got onions, giant onions, like Peter Gearsbrook's and the Kelseys and stuff like that. I've got all them. So we've got plenty of stuff what we're going to be doing down at the other garden. And all the chrysanthemums, hopefully I'll start getting some cuttings off some of these chrysanthemums. I'm going to order myself a couple of heat mats, and they're going to be going into the grow room, and hopefully in the next month or two we're going to be starting taking some cuttings from the chrysanthemums, because I want a load of them hopefully for the other garden as well, because I want to have a little mess around with them. I want to practice to put colours over the top of them and things like that. So I've got loads of plans for next year. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I hope you all had a good Christmas. All the best for the new year and stuff like that. And I really appreciate you watching and all your comments and your likes. If you consider subscribing and you want to come along, guys. See what we'll get up to, because 2022, got a good feeling. It's going to be a good growing season, especially if I get this other garden set up. Like I say, it's just the weather at the moment. It's holding us back a little bit, but not long now, and hopefully it starts warming up in the next couple of months or so, and then there we go, guys. I can start getting ourselves sorted, start setting some seeds away and things like that. So really looking forward to it. So there we go, guys. For Babylon anymore, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in a bit.